does fucking work tonight. Who fucking knew? It took the entire fucking weekend for YouTube to fix its shit. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Arjun. Hey, Scrape Coat. I titled tonight's stream based Swedish berries, Scrape Coat. Yeah, I titled this stream in a moment of pure hopefulness. It's like, maybe it will work tonight. And hey, it worked. YouTube actually let me go live tonight. I tried to go live Saturday and Sunday, and both times it just wouldn't work. For some goddamn reason. I think that might be good V-necks from the cleaners. Nope, like I said, I tried to go live and I couldn't. Was not allowed to go live. It was rather annoying. Hey, Anunnaki. No, I tried to go live. I tried to go live Saturday and Sunday. And YouTube just would not let me. Just would not let me go live. Hey, Edmund. My working hours are 5:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Eastern time. Aw, thanks, Anna. We go live Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I mean, it depends, Vanna. It depends on how tired I am. Yeah, basically, admin, yeah. Like, it depends. It depends on whether I shower. You know, like, if I shower Thursday, then I'll go live Friday, and, you know. Yeah, it depends. Like, it depends on whether I showered, like, that day or the day before. I've never done a sleep stream, and I never will do a sleep stream. Yeah, basically, like, I don't. If it's my third day, or yeah, if it's my second day without a shower, my second day without a shower, I will not go live. I try to shower like every other day, but sometimes I'm tired, so it'll be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not showering today. I have vanity lights, admin. You can actually sort of see them. Yeah, you can sort of see them here around the mirror. Is it a jail thing? Is what a jail thing? Dressing room looking. Basically, yeah, similar to that, admin. That's on Scientology being in trouble with the whole Danny Masterson case. I wish Scientology was in more trouble. I'm glad Masterson's in prison. Speaking as a prison abolitionist, I'm glad Masterson's in prison. The fucker deserved it. Shame on Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis for their letters defending him to the judge. Less so Mila Kunis, because she was kind of a victim of grooming to begin with. She was 14 when that show started, and everyone else around her was adults. And apparently Danny Masterson apparently dared Ashton Kutcher to slip Mila Kunis some tongue in their first kissing scene. What I choose V-neck over regular neck. These are shirts that somebody sent me. Somebody sent me these shirts. I probably should get some more. And yeah, so I mean, she was, to a certain extent, Mila Kunis actually was a victim of grooming from most of the people on that show. Apparently, the one exception, the only person on that show who apparently was just like no fucking time for any of the others, Topher Grace. He had no fucking time for Danny Masterson. Never liked him. Topher Grace seems to have been like the coolest person on the cast. You know, like the only person there who isn't kind of an asshole. Hey, Pika. Hey, Pika. Turtlenecks? Yeah, I wouldn't want turtlenecks. Yeah, I wouldn't want turtlenecks. I don't think I'd find that comfortable. Yeah, I do wish that the Danny Masterson thing would have done more harm to Scientology, but all in all, I don't think it really did a whole lot of harm to Scientology. Montreal jersey? Yeah, I'm not really a jersey person anymore. I used to have a couple of Canadians jerseys, but I'm not really a jersey person anymore. Yeah, I wish more harm on Scientology. It is an extremely dangerous cult. Cat suit? No, I would not wear a cat suit. Having a lot of legal troubles over the past year or two. I mean, hey, Poppy. Gimp suit? No. I mean, maybe, but they've got deep pockets. Do they pay taxes? No. They're tax exempt. They're a religious organization, which means they're tax exempt in the US and I think in Canada. I think there are a couple of countries where they do have to pay taxes because they are not considered a religious organization. Oh, hey, Canada. It is not considered. It is not a tax exempt organization in Canada. It is not. It is not considered a federally registered charity for tax purposes here in Canada, and has yet to receive official recognition as a religious religion in Canada, which is great. But they'll lose that status here too. I don't know, Script Goat. Scientology temples in the middle of the ocean to avoid laws yet. Like, I don't think it is going to. Not anytime soon, I don't think. Like, I don't think they'll lose their tech. What about maritime law? Um, I mean, there are limits on that. Because, I mean, like, the thing to remember is, like I said, Scientology has deep pockets. Lobbying is huge in the US. Massive industry in the US. And Scientology can afford great lobbyists. So there's no political will to strip Scientology of its tax exempt status. And like they have, you know, really high priced lawyers. Why are they so secretive? Because they're a cult. Cults are secretive because it's a way of controlling people. It is a way of manipulating and controlling people. And, you know, Scientology's done a lot of shady shit that we know of. So much shady shit that we actually are fully aware of. And like that's if that's just the stuff that we know about, you can be damn sure that they've done a lot of shady shit that we don't know about and that they don't want anyone to know about because it would make them look bad and may open them up to uh, to prosecution. Isn't Tom Cruise the most successful one from there? I mean, yeah, he's probably the biggest Scientologist. I mean, he'd be the most famous Scientologist. Tom Cruise would definitely be the most famous Scientologist. I think Mormonism is a cult. I wouldn't describe Mormonism as a cult. Final boss of Scientology. Mormonism is weird. Um, in Scientology, no, Scientology's got some people of color as well. Mormonism scores somewhat high on the bite model. I've never heard of the bite model. Yeah, I mean, I like it's they've got some weird shit. Like Mormonism's got some weird shit, but the reason I'd be reluctant to describe them as a cult is a couple of reasons. First of all, they're not shy about their beliefs. You know, they will tell anyone anything they want to know, anything a person wants to know about Mormonism's beliefs and its structure and all that shit. Polygamy. I'm fine with polyamory. Controlling what they should eat or consume. There is that. There is a lot of control. Like they do have fairly strict control. Um, and I guess Mormonism does tend to. Well, no. I suppose with Mormonism, you know, if somebody leaves the church, they are kind of, you know, cut off. You know, it's, you know, they just get cut off completely. So that is also a big thing. All right, so yeah, Mormonism is cult-like. Mormonism is pretty cult-like. Is it true Mormons are into orgies? I don't know, probably. Who isn't? Who isn't, really? Yeah, I mean the Mormons are a bunch of the Mormons are a bunch of repressed middle-aged white people. like middle-aged and older white people. Of course they're into orgies. Would I ever pet live tigers? I mean, maybe. Yeah, if it was safe, then sure. Tigers are great. Good is good, bad is bad. Your religion doesn't determine or control that. I mean, kind of does. Different religions do have different value judgments on what is good and what is bad. There are certain things that pretty much all religions agree. No, that's not a good thing to do. You won't find many religions out there that are like, murder? A-okay. Murder to your heart's content. Not a lot of religions preach that as one of their values, you know? But, yeah. No one is too ugly for orgies, indeed. What about extremist religion? Again, even how many people in general condemn murder? Exactly. So there are some things that, you know, that are basically this is a bad thing to do. This is a good thing to do. You know, like every religion is going to preach that every religion is going to preach that helping others less fortunate is a good thing to do. They're all going to promote that idea. If you can help somebody, it is, you know, you have a moral imperative to help them. Too fat for sex of any kind? Yeah. It's the whole Uncle Ben principle. It's the Spider-Man principle. With great power comes great responsibility. If you have the power to help somebody, you have the responsibility to help them. But if you have no power and are weak, then you're the person who needs help. That said, there is actually also like a really Ms. Marvel had an even better version of the great power thing. It comes from it's some sort of thing in like some sort of Muslim writings. Whoever saves one person is as if he has saved the whole world, or does this as if he has saved the world? Something along those lines. Which I think, hey, Lady Sunflower, which I think is even better than the whole great power, great responsibility. And even better than that, even. Good is not a thing you are, it is a thing you do. Hey, bully. Yeah, like that is a really powerful. I do find that to be a really powerful statement. Are you asking if Ms. Marvel's non-binary? The current one is not. What's the topic? Hey, rugby. We were talking about cults a moment ago, and then I started talking about, and like we started talking about morality, how religion relates to morality, and I digressed into comic book stuff because that's who I am. Ultimately, everything is going to relate back to comic books for me. Do I prefer BBW? They prefer me. Surprised you're up? Yeah, I won't be going to bed for another like 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. Man, those first couple arcs of Ms. Marvel were really good. So good. Bigger is better? I don't I don't judge. Hey man, I can't really say because I've never had a thin girlfriend. I've never been with a thin girl, so yeah, I do feel like love that one scene from Risky Business, a movie I've never seen. Yeah, I do feel like Ms. Marvel kind of faltered a bit after it relaunched following Secret Wars. Um, I think her becoming a member of the Avengers was maybe a little bit of a mistake. Do you think she'll die? I mean, she just did die and then got resurrected so that they could reveal she's a mutant. If you're asking if I think she'll die again, I mean, eventually. Hey, crap bag. I could get a nice lady. Thanks, crap bag. Like, she'll eventually die again and then be resurrected again. Because, I mean, that's just how comic books work. Hey, 900 Matt. It's just, if a character's around long enough, they're gonna die. It's inevitable. Oh, thanks, crap. Thanks, crap bag. And, like, especially if a character's reasonably popular, yeah, they die, they get resurrected. Come to think of it, I'm kind of surprised Carol Danvers is I suppose it's only been about 10 years. I suppose it's only been a little over 10 years since she became Captain Marvel. I was gonna say I'm a little bit surprised Carol Danvers hasn't died since becoming Captain Marvel, but I suppose it's only been like 11, 12 years. I think it's like 2012 something, around 2012, that she took over as Captain Marvel. So she probably needs one or two more. She probably needs one or two more decent runs. You know, like her most recent run lasted 50 issues. She probably needs another couple of runs that are, you know, a good few years each before they decide to do the thing where she dies and someone else temporarily takes over the role until she gets inevitably resurrected. I think Carol Channing should be the next Captain Marvel. I think my only familiarity with Carol Channing is whose line is it anyway? Used to talk about her a lot. Anyway, Carol Channing is dead. Carol Channing is dead, Scapegoat. Sorry. Who do I want to die in the Marvel Universe? I mean, I don't know. Depends what would make for depends what would make for the most interesting story. Like in terms of, I suppose, in terms of characters that I would like to just not exist and never ever be seen again at Marvel, the Hellfire Brats that Jason Aaron came up with. They're kids, but evil. But evil geniuses. Fuck off, Aaron. Fuck off, Jason. That's a fucking obnoxious concept. It's a shitty ass concept. Impossible to make compelling. Like, there's no way to make that to do that in an interesting way. At least not in a story that is not specifically, explicitly intended for kids. The only time, and I mean, like, Wolverine and the X-Men was not a story for just for children. That one was like teens and up. They'll throw a 14-year-old girl into fucking corset for some goddamn reason. Some creepy ass fucking reason. Anyway, yeah, those are characters. Hey, Color Purple. Those are characters I'd want to die and stay dead forever and ever, and never be seen again. Other than that, it's whatever. I mean, any character can be redeemed. Any character can be written well. Just, find the right writer to make them compelling. Getting fat? Don't know what you mean by getting, George. I got fat. So, yeah. Anywho's, next Marvel movie. I think The Marvels is the next one. Coming out in November, I think. At this point, it's going to be really interesting to see if any of the cast is actually able to do any promotion for that movie. This is my favorite fat celebrity. No hype for it. I mean, I've seen plenty of people excited for it, Anunnaki. Yeah, there's a lot of people excited for it. The first Captain Marvel made $1 billion. That movie made $1 billion, Anunnaki. Setting aside whiny little bitches on YouTube who complain about any time a woman is portrayed as fucking competent. You know, setting aside those little fuck faces, people liked Captain Marvel. People liked the movie. People liked the character. And, you know, anti-SJ, exactly, Anunnaki. Those people, like those professional complainers, like they have made a career out of hating things. Like that's all they do is just fucking hate, 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 hate. That is their entire brand. Is I hate things. Just fucking nonstop complaining. That is all they do. So setting aside those annoying fuckwads, people like the movie. People liked the character. People are excited for the sequel. On top of that, people love Iman Vellani. Like, I don't think you'll find anybody out there who actually has anything bad to say about Iman Vellani. You know, everybody roots for her. Everybody's rooting for her, if nothing else. Right? It's like, even people, like even the assholes who always complain about any female-led project. You know, they hated Ms. Marvel. They hated the Ms. Marvel show. Even those people praised Iman Vellani. You know, even the anti-SJW people were like, but Iman Vellani is a ray of sunshine. You know, even they were like, but she's great. Because she just seems like an absolute cinnamon roll of a person. You know, like she just seems like the best person. So, you know, people are hyped for her as well. So yeah, I think the Marvels does have hype. Vodka. I mean, like, I don't do as many reviews as I'd like to. I don't do as many, I don't review as much shit as I'd like to, crap bag. But when I do review shit, it's almost always positive. I'm not watching movies that I'm not going to enjoy. You know, like if I watch Star Trek because I love Star Trek. So whenever I do my reviews of each Star Trek series, well, I'll mention the shit that I don't like about it. Most of it is, I really like this. I love Star Trek. I loved this part of the series. I will say I was harder on Star Trek Picard season 3 than a lot of people were. Um, I don't think I had as much positive to say about that series as I normally have to say about Star Trek shows. But, I don't know, I mean, yeah. When I reviewed Clone High, I talked about I talked about sort of the things I felt didn't work about it, but I also talked a lot about the things that I did enjoy about Clone High season 2. So, like, to say that I am way, way different from the people who put out video after video after video complaining about Captain Marvel or, who will complain about female character in a video game or in a movie or in a TV show or in a book or in a fucking anything. Like, I am not. I talk a lot about the shit that I love. I am not like those fucking anti SJW assholes. Will I support the video game strike? I mean, like, yes, but I don't really buy video games. Is the thing there, Anunnaki. Like, I'm all in favor of video game developers going on strike. I absolutely support them. But it's also one of those things where it's not something that I have any real connection to. Can I speak Klingon? I cannot, Yomama. Yeah. Yeah, what I was saying is, yeah. What I was saying is the Marvels absolutely has hype. Um, what's going to be interesting to me is whether the actors strike will be resolved in time for the cast to do uh, promotional stuff for the movie. Because I mean, right now they can't. They're on strike, so they can't go out and be like, "Watch the Marvels. We're proud of the Marvels. Watch our movie. We loved making this movie. Watch it. Please watch it." They can't go out and do that. Will the studios get past their bullshit in time for the actors to actually get out there and promote the Marvels? That's something that I am actually curious about. It'll be interesting to see if that happens. If they don't, if the studios continue to be assholes, if the studios continue to drag the strike on, then yeah, that probably will end up hurting the Marvel's box office. which whatever, except it'll be used by assholes to be like, hey, see, nobody wanted to see the movie. It's like, well, no, it was because there was no promotion for it. They couldn't, because the actors couldn't promote it. Though it's hard to tell about how much the actors going out to talk about movies actually makes a difference anymore. Would I date a babe with forehead ridges? I don't know. Hey, Michael. Did I watch Joker 2? I didn't even know the movie. I didn't even know Joker 2 had come out. But I never watched the first Joker either. Or would I watch? Sorry, would I watch it? No. First of all, fuck the Joker. The only like, well, not fuck the Joker. It's just the Joker got like the Joker is overhyped. I think. Um, for your fashion job, Michael. I don't know. I just find that like, hey Kelly, Joker gets so much attention. What I what advice would I give to someone about to turn 30? Keep on keeping on. Suit pants? I don't actually. I have jeans and that's it. Yeah, I just find like the Joker. Hey, JJ. How many pairs of shoes do I have? One pair. I've only got one pair of shoes. Hi. The Joker just gets so much attention and focus. And I just find it kind of annoying. And then add to that the fact that he's super popular with the most annoying douche bros. This Joker has a mental health problem. Nah, I mean, they're just sort of dress-ish, dress-y shoes. They're just like black shoes. Especially when the fucking Joker movie came out. Just so, just so many fucking obnoxious jackasses treating the Joker as like some sort of role model. I'm like, fuck off. My least favorite My Little Pony. Of the main ones, Rainbow Dash. I'm not a fan of braggarts. She is really like she's arrogant and boastful. And I just find that kind of thing obnoxious. I find that kind of behavior obnoxious. But yeah, just her whole "I'm the best" shtick just really is something. It's really a personality type that I dislike. Like when she's being normal, she's fine. But as soon as she gets into the whole "I'm the best," I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. Confidence is good, but pride is good. But holy shit, everything in moderation. Like Rarity knows that she is damn good at fashion. Rarity knows that she is really good at fashion. But and she's out there, she promotes herself. But she doesn't act like it makes her better than everyone else. Do you believe confidence is silent? I mean, not always. You gotta sell yourself. You gotta be like, no, I am good at what I do. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness. Like that's what it comes down to. Like, yes, I am wearing socks. Like confidence, you should. What if she's bullied in her childhood? I mean, she was bullied in her childhood. But even in her childhood, she was always convinced that she was going to be the best. Even when we see her as a child, she's got that cockiness to her. But even so, that doesn't actually. It's still a situation where she's still got a personality type that I just find annoying and obnoxious. So that's why she's my least favorite. And she's also just kind of the one that I don't know, because I don't really relate to Rarity either. I was going to say she's the one I relate to the least, but I don't actually relate much to Rarity either, and I really like Rarity. I don't relate to Pinkie Pie at all, and I love Pinkie Pie. Who's my favorite Powerpuff Girl? Bubbles. I'll go with Bubbles. You know why? Because she's hardcore. Hey, Anastasia. Bubbles and Buttercup used to be my favorite, and I like Blossom. They're all good. How am I doing these days? Tired. Pretty much always. Just kind of my default state of being. Hey, Juicer. Anywho's, I should probably get going soon. Should probably end the stream soon. Vitamin D and magnesium. I mean, yeah, I probably should, but meh. I'll give you vitamin D. And by D, I mean D's nuts. I'm sorry, that was stupid. I know nothing about it, Juicer, so. So, I'm gonna call it an evening. I'll be back tomorrow. So, see you all tomorrow. And good night for now. Good night, everybody.